Okay, here's the incline bench trap 3 raise. This is a great one for strengthening the lower traps in the back of the shoulder and opening up this overhead position without getting all bunchy and stuck in the upper traps. Okay, so how we're going to do it is lean forward over a bench. Usually the lower the bench incline, the harder it is at the end of the motion here, and the more upright, the easier it is at the end of the motion, so up here. Now, the reason for doing it on an incline bench rather than just like leaning on one arm or on the floor is because it enables us to really focus in on the shoulder and not be distracted by other things, which is a great way to learn the right motor pattern initially. So I'm just going to show you one arm, and I recommend that most of you start with one arm while you get the hang of this, and then you can integrate two arms together, but for the first few times doing it, it's going to be important that you're aware of where your ribs are, and that's why doing it on one arm is going to encourage an easier time having a neutral rib cage. So first up on this exercise, we don't want to arch into the bench at all. We're not popping the ribs forward. We're staying flat, and you can just hold the bench with this other arm. Have your chin tucked and floating. So from here, we're going to lift the arm up and out at about 135 degrees with the thumb up, okay? Like so. And it's important with this exercise that we're not overdoing this motion to begin with. We're not gonna like set up and back and then lift. We're just gonna let it happen naturally from a reaching shoulder, hanging down here, to a reaching upward shoulder. And we're looking for a sensation just inside of the shoulder blade, between the shoulder blade and the spine. And I encourage you to control this and hold for a second at the top of each rep. And make sure that your elbow is locked. So once you've done your reps on one side, hopefully you're feeling that lower trap light up. Really reaching away from the body. Long arm. Then you can work on the other side doing the same thing. And you might find it interesting to see whether one side is much easier to connect with that lower trap than the other. I mean, I certainly find that one side likes to connect and one side doesn't as much. So it can be helpful to film yourself and make sure that both arms are going at the same angle, not like, you know, this or this.